In today's world of bow hunting, you have two types of hunters. You have those hunters who prefer a fixed blade broadhead and those hunters who prefer a mechanical. I'm not saying either is right, either is wrong. We all have choices and we all have preferences, but both have pros and both have cons. Let's start with the fixed blade broadhead. That's what I prefer. I prefer a fixed blade broadhead. I've shot whacking broadhead for years. They're extremely accurate. But if you're like me and shoot a fixed blade, you probably do so because you want maximum penetration. There's no question a fixed blade broadhead is going to get better penetration than a mechanical. I feel more comfortable if I hit a little far forward on that deer and I hit up in the shoulder area. I feel more comfortable shooting a fixed blade. Quartering two shot, feel way more comfortable with a fixed blade broadhead. I just feel better all around about the penetration. Now, the cons with a fixed blade is if I hit a little far back on the deer, the cutting surface is typically much smaller with the fixed blade broadhead. I don't have that devastating wound channel, and if I hit far back on a deer, my chances of recovery are probably far less with a fixed blade compared to a mechanical. As if I hit far forward with a fixed blade, I probably have a better chance with recovery with a fixed blade broadhead. Now, let's look at a mechanical. Mechanical broadheads, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. As that broadhead's opening upon impact, you are going to lose some kinetic energy, which is going to cause you to lose some penetration. Now, I'm not saying you can't shoot through a deer with a mechanical broadhead because people do it all the time. But the facts are the facts. You're not going to get penetration as well as you do with a fixed blade broadhead. But if you hit a little far back on that animal and make a bad shot and hit back in that stomach or back in the intestinal area with such a devastating wound channel, your chances of recovery are going to be far better than that of a fixed blade broadhead. But what if you had the best of both worlds? What if you could get great penetration but at the same time create a devastating wound channel that is going to allow you to recover that animal much quicker and have much better blood trails? Slash arrows is a new arrow. Me and my Whitetail Frenzy team have utilized this arrow the past year, and two things I can say about this arrow that I can guarantee is you're going to have more blood and you're going to have quicker recoveries. We continue to shoot a whacking broadhead. We get great penetration with this broadhead, but built into the shaft of a slash arrow are forward-facing inset blades. So you get that great penetration, that initial hole with your fixed blade broadhead, and then the forward-facing inset blades actually enter the animal. They go into the hole created by your fixed blade broadhead before they catch. And then there are forward-facing inset blades. There are two additional cuts. It's a 2-inch cut, so you're getting great penetration with your fixed blade broadhead, and then it's followed up by a devastating 2-inch cut. So now you're getting the best of both worlds. But not only are you just getting a 2-inch cut like, say, one of the most popular broadheads on the market, but you're getting 5 cuts. You're getting 3 cuts here from your fixed blade broadhead, and then you're getting the 2 additional cuts. We've had great success with these arrows over this past year, and the one thing I can say right now is the proof is in the results. They have not let us down. We've recovered our animals much quicker and we've had much better blood trails.